I'm back with another album review. Today's review is on Alter Bridge's self-titled album. This is the band's eighth and most recent studio album, and it's been over a year since the last time I reviewed anything from these guys. The album was produced, engineered, and mixed by Michael Baskett, the band's longtime collaborator. It was recorded at Studio Barbarossa in 5150. The former is where the mixing took place. The mixing engineer was Josh Saldate, and the editor was Jeff Mull. The album was mastered by Brad Blackwood at Euphonic Masters. The cover art was made by Daniel Tremonti, and he went for a minimalist style. The album was released on January 9th, 2026 on Napalm Records. Now let's talk about the songs. The beginning of this album is Silent Divide, which was released as a single on September 3rd, 2025. The song alone shows that the band was going to do something different for the album. While AB3 and every album since is mostly rooted in heavy metal and progressive metal, these guys decided to bring back the post-grunge and alternative metal sound of their first two albums when making this. And this track received a music video. There's a link in the description. The next track is Rue of the Day. I know that a lot of bands get a lot of shit from people whenever they go back to their original sound, but Alter Bridge is one of the few bands that made it work. After that is Power Down. The lyrics mention powering down just long enough. Next up is Trust in Me. I can trust the band to keep releasing banger music. Up next is Disregarded. Miles Kennedy says at the very end that he won't be disregarded again. That's followed by Tested and Able. This is my favorite track on the album, primarily because of the guitar riff at the beginning. We followed up with What Lies Within, which was released as a single on October 8th, 2025. A music video was made, and there's a link in the description. Right after that is Hang by a Thread. I think this track is about not being able to win. The following track is Scales Are Falling, which was released as a single on January 7th, 2026. That was 2 days before the album was released. This track received a music video. There's a link in the description. What's next is Playing Aces, which was released as a single on December 3rd, 2025. A music video was made, and I left a link in the description. The second to last track is What Are You Waiting For? I was waiting for the release of this album, and the wait was worth it. The ending of this album is Slave to Master. This is the longest song these guys have ever made, clocking in at 9 minutes and 3 seconds. The previous record holder was Fable of the Silent Sun from their previous album, Pawns and Kings, which is a great album, so it gets spared. When researching this album, I read that it was number 28 on the US independent albums, number 3 on the US top album sales, and number 15 on the US top hard rock albums. The highest it charted was number 1 in Austria, which makes sense because Napalm Records is based in Eiseners, Styria, Austria. It was also number 1 on the UK rock and metal albums. The critics really like this album from what I've seen. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a great album. It's interesting to see the band go back to their roots for this album, and it helps to make sure that no two of their albums sound the same. Normally these guys release a new studio album every 3 years. Pawns and Kings came out in 2022. Well, this album right here was released in 2026 rather than 2025, essentially breaking the pattern. I think the reason why is because Creed are back together. Tremonti released a new album at the beginning of 2025, and Miles Kennedy is continuing to work with Slash. Regardless, the wait was worth it. When it comes to my ranking, I place this just above AB3. Overall, I highly recommend this album, and I'll be including it on my list of the best albums of 2026. Now, as part of my question to you, have you listened to Alter Bridge's self-titled album? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What are your thoughts on the band bringing back their old sound? Now, let me know in the comments. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify you of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I have something interesting planned for my next review.